All right, it's here. The picks. We've got Demi Mullen, we've got Brent Blum, and yours truly. Week 2 of the picks for us is it's week 4 of the college football season. My name is Chris Williams, joined by Bloom as always for our Nebraska Furniture Mart in Clive. Tim, before we get into a great promotion that Nebraska Furniture Mart has coming, how did we do last week? I feel like we did pretty well, didn't we?
I was very excited at first, gentlemen. First of all, hello to both of you. Good to see your shiny faces. I thought that we were right on the track to finish even. But alas, I missed one more than you two gentlemen, and you both went 4-2, and I went 3-3, the Mendoza line.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
I'll take it for us three.
Us three yoo-hoos.
Yeah. Guys, do I get extra points for the 5-star Elite Gold Platinum Plus pick of the week?
Probably should. Yeah, you probably should. But
that's a tiebreaker if we need a tiebreaker.
So from here on out, when you claim it's the greatest lead pipe lock ever, that's the tiebreaker.
It's a tiebreaker. You get 2 a year.
Okay. All right. There's one. I'll keep track.
Tim, what's going on over at Nebraska Furniture Mart this week, buddy?
I appreciate you asking, Chris. We got a lot of great things going on over here at the store right now. There's some of the things that are continuing from last time. It's, of course, Samsung month here, Nebraska Furniture Mart. As it is a month long, it'll be going till October 1st. We got great opportunity on appliance offers. We have, basically our bespoke stuff is going great right now. Financing is great, as we talked about. 30-month on anything, over that $14.99 qualifying offer. There's also a lot of great stuff with electronics side and TVs and sound bars. Really good stuff there. Frigidaire is having a great month with us right now too. Coming to buy a 3-piece package, save up to $350. On the flooring side, I didn't get to talk about it much last time, but they've got some great stuff. It's National Care Stand Month. One of the absolute best carpets you can buy out there. But there's free install on all Mohawk and Karastan carpet, 33% off install LVT and laminate. Area rugs, though we don't carry them here, still within the store, 55% off MSRP. And you can order those through the website, pick them up here, have them delivered. Even Shaw right now is having a great deal where there's free installation package on all Shaw carpet, standard installation, stairs, basic furniture move, take up, haul away, with just a 40-yard minimum there. So just some really killer deals going on. And then from an event-wise, it's right around the corner, and I'm super excited. Of course, makes me think of Schneider at KSU, but Halloween's coming up. And this Spooktacular is on the books. So, good thing to know that we have that coming up. I think it's the 26th of October. But I'll be talking about that every week for the next few weeks. Guys, I'm just telling you, you've been there, you've experienced it. It's a lot of fun. The kids have a blast, and our marketing team goes all out making it a family-friendly event. So we'll keep that up in everybody's mind, but coming out and see us. And now I just want to know why you're grinning.
Well, I love that Bill Snyder
still lives.
He's continued to make appearances in the podcast. I mean, he's been gone for so long, but he's still just a vital part of what we're doing here on Thursday.
He's been on the show as long as we have.
Yeah, it's just great. Now he's made it into the Nebraska Furniture Mart culture.
And let the record reflect that Bill Snyder lost his final game as the K-State coach.
Yeah.
In Ames by blowing a 17-point second half lead.
It wasn't in October, was it?
It was November.
It was November. Yeah. The clock struck midnight on Billy.
It did. He did not get his Taco Bell in time.
He did not get his Taco Bell in time.
All right, Tim. Well, so we're on fire right now to start the season. We're 4-2, 4-2, 3-3. Let's all go undefeated.
All right, here we go, guys. I'll kick it off right off the bat. We got 6 tasty games this week. A couple of them be quick hitters without a lot of great analysis because there's no need. A little local action here. The Floyd of Rosedale. I actually saw something on Facebook about this, about how it started. There was nearly riots, and the governors offered up the pigs. The pig was from Rosedale. The governor was named Floyd. That's how we got the Floyd of Rosedale. But Iowa at Minnesota. Iowa somehow favored on the road by 2.5 at Minnesota. I'm just quick hitting here. Give me the Gophers. Who you got, Blum?
Yeah, I think this is right at it. I think this is a field goal either way. These games are always like this. I don't know. I think I don't have a good feel either way. I know C-Dub probably feels the same based on a podcast. I heard him earlier today. But for my own rooting interest, I'll pick the Gophers.
The Gophers, Bloom says. C-Dub?
I'll go the other way. I don't.
Okay.
I don't really know, but I feel like there's an element of going back to the old Big Ten West that'll be good for Iowa.
Yeah.
With their defense, especially, it could cure a lot. Like Minnesota's not going to have the outside threats that Iowa State did, and that guy from Troy last week. So
yeah,
give me Iowa. I don't feel confident either way with this one though.
I agree. Yeah, just for me, points on the road, I'll take whoever Iowa's against. So the next one is number 24, Illinois, coming off a great game, going to Nebraska to play there at night. They're an 8.5-point dog. I don't know. Nebraska's hyped up right now. C-Dub, where you sit on this one?
It's a lot of points, but I believe in this Nebraska team, and frankly, I don't know about Illinois yet because that Kansas win that they had. I don't know how good it looks right now. Kansas lost last week to UNLV, and then Central Michigan really competed with them last week. They did have a cover in that game, but it was a good football game. So I'm going to roll with the Nebraska hype. It seems like a lot of points, but I just think that place is going to be on fire.
Oh, what do we got, Blum?
Yeah, give me the Huskers. Go Big Red.
It's like you grow up in Western Iowa and you can't completely get out of the Husker hype.
There is some truth to that. There is some truth to that.
This is like falling into the trap for the 8th year in a row. Don't do it. Now, I think they win the game, but 9 points, 8.5 is still a lot against a defensive-minded team like Illinois. So I think Nebraska wins, but only by 6 here.
All right.
I think Bielema had this game circled before the season ever started is where he was going to prove what he could do. I'm with you, Bloom. Over the 7, I'll take a touchdown for Illinois. Under that, I probably would have sat. Matt Rule is a really good coach, and I think he's doing a great job. It's actually hard for me because I like him as a coach when it was really easy to dislike the all before ones. But I'm going to go as well and take the points. So C-Dub.
I'm on a limb.
Yeah, it is. Some other ranked games here. We got number 12, Utah, going to Oklahoma State. Utah, when I pull this, road favorite at 1.5. Road favorite. What do you got, Bloom?
This is another game where I have no clue. I've gone both directions here. We still don't know on Rising.
We think he's playing.
We think he's playing. That'll dictate a lot, but I don't know. I just think Utah is the more solid fundamental program at this point. I don't love this spot for Utah, but I'll take the quote unquote better team, and I think that's Utah here.
I will do the same, and I don't have much more analysis to it other than I do think there's an element of Oklahoma State that's reverting back to like 2010, where they're not going to play a lot of defense. And if Rising's healthy, this is a no-brainer, and we'll roll the dice and say that he's going to be healthy enough. So give me Utah.
Give me the mullet at home. Yep.
Did you see his press conference this week? It was an all-timer.
No.
I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah.
The pop machine was making sounds, and Gundy went over and fixed it and like unplugged it, and like it was wild. It was quite the thing.
So Tim, you need to call the Stillwater folks down there and get them a Frigidaire. The pop machine was not functional. You got a great deal. You got a 3-for-1 special.
Yeah, a Frigidaire set down there. I'll get a hold of the DFW folks. I know some of them down there. We can set them up real nice, and deliver that over there. Maybe some complimentary back and forth. So plus, I'm going to let them know that NFM picked the mullet. So
you picked the mullet.
I picked the mullet. Should be some love there. All right, gentlemen. Next, a huge Big Ten historical game of number 11 USC at number 18 Michigan. USC 5.5. Throw out the books when these guys play every year. What do you think, C-Dub?
I love USC here. I really do. I don't think Michigan has a clue what it's doing on offense right now. And USC, man, if Lincoln Riley actually has a defense to go with that offense, I think that they are a playoff team. I really do. And I don't think Michigan's anywhere close to that right now.
I agree with you. I think Michigan has no identity right now. They're trying to figure out who they are. So I like USC at 5.5 as well. What do you got, Bloom?
You guys falling for the trap. You're falling for the trap again. West Coast team going east against Michigan. Just follow me here. Michigan still has a really, really good defense, and Michigan can run the ball. I don't know if USC can stop the run yet. I really don't. I know, LSU ran it at them a little bit. Like, this is the game where Michigan wins it up front, and I think Michigan wins outright 21-20 here.
Wow.
So
Okay.
just so we're clear, you think that the same team let Arkansas State score 18 on them and only win within 3 points is going to have that close a game with USC? That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, yes. In fact,
okay.
I watched that game. It was 2 garbage touchdowns for Arkansas State, who has a pretty good offense.
Cool.
Again, I like Michigan here. Actually, I really like this spot. Just FYI.
It sounds logic to me. I don't know how you could be wrong. This is the feel-good game of the week, guys. There's this gentleman named Josh Heupel. He used to play for this team called Oklahoma. In fact, I believe he won the Heisman with them, if I'm not mistaken there. But right now, guys, he's a coach of a little team from Tennessee called the Volunteers. They're number 6 in the nation. I got them at a touchdown, 0.5, 7.5-point favorite in Oklahoma at Norman. All I know is that Tennessee's whipping everybody they touch right now. I know this is their first test. I also don't know if Oklahoma knows who Oklahoma is at this point. I'll take the emotion of Heupel in Tennessee going into Norman and covering the 7.5. Blum, what do you got?
Actually, so a little insight here. I think Oklahoma is one of the better home fields in the country. Like, there are very few places I have been where it is intimidating when you walk in there. It might be at the top, honestly. Like, they're right on top of you. It's loud. They're going to care about this game for multiple reasons. It's their first SEC game. It's a young, talented Tennessee quarterback, but I'm not sure he knows what he's getting himself into down there. I think Oklahoma covers the 7.5 for sure.
All right.
Yeah, I tossed around because I see both sides of this with I watched Tennessee too. They're really good.
Yeah.
The fact that this is 7.5, I'll take the points.
Okay.
I'll take the points with the home team. But I mean, my every ounce of me wants to pick Tennessee here because I'm the same with you, Tim. I've watched them and I've been a fade Oklahoma in the SEC guy for 2 years now.
Yep.
But I just don't know if this is the spot this is their first SEC game. Place will be hopping. I think Tennessee definitely wins though, but I'll take the 7.5.
It's almost like the team that wanted to go to the SEC in Oklahoma is definitely no longer that Oklahoma team, and they wish they would have gone in when they asked to go in 3 years ago and were dominating.
Yeah.
But now they're here 3 years later, and this is the team you got to go in. It's just not who they were when they decided.
I would agree.
So far, I'm 3 opposite of Blum. So I feel really good about catching them
Saturday.
It is Movement Saturday. We're going to be there, or we just split the 3 games and wind up even again. That's generally what happens when these big sways come into place. But gentlemen, the game of the week for you guys, the hometown team, the Cyclones of Iowa State, at home versus a previously talked about Arkansas State team. And could you have been lenient because they're coming to town, Bloom? What do you think here? Do you think Arkansas State's not that good?
I think they are a very fine Sun Belt team.
21.5, by the way, is the spread.
Yeah, the weather here, it looks like the weather's going to hold off till the evening, which is important. So you won't really have a slugfest. I'm a little bit nervous where Iowa State will want to just remain healthy in the fourth quarter, potentially not run it up. I don't think Iowa State runs it up here, but I'm going to say I think Iowa State's just that much better. I think Iowa State wins by at least 21.5 here.
All right.
I'll go the other way. I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take I think I put for my prediction 34-17 just because I do think if you guys watched like the Iowa-Troy game, I think it's a decent little example of because I think that this Arkansas State team has athletes like that Troy team did last week against Iowa. And I'm totally confident in Iowa State's secondary. I think it's elite. And I think it's a good defensive line. Not great, but pretty darn good. There's still an element of mystery in Iowa State's defense, though, with all the injuries at linebacker. And I think that this Arkansas State team could potentially, break off a few, especially I think that their quarterbacks are mobile, that they could score some points probably late in this one, a lot like they did against Michigan. And I will second what Brent said. I mean, I think if Matt Campbell has a 3-score lead in the third quarter, this thing's going to get just really, really, really boring.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think there'll ever be a moment where you feel like Iowa State's going to lose the football game. But give me give me the 3.5 or the 3 touchdowns and the half point. I just think it's the responsible play. I would
Yeah,
be thrilled if it's not within that in the fourth quarter. I would be thrilled to be wrong.
right.
I probably knowing Campbell and how he coaches, and then I have a little respect for this Arkansas State offense more so than their defense.
Sure. Well, I think Bloom, we kind of hit on it too in the backing off, but I mean, I think, yeah, of course, winning the game is the goal, but coming out of this healthy is probably the primary goal.
Absolutely.
And I think that could really come into play in this game. And to me, just having that opportunity to get that lead. And to your point, see, that was like emotional hedging. You'll smartly take the 21.5 because it's +3. So if you hit that, good job. But you're going to be just fine if they blow them out by 35.
Absolutely.
You could care less either way. You're going to be happy. So we'll see how that plays out. But 21.5 it is. That puts Blum and I opposite 4 times. So separation, it will be somehow, some way. I clearly believe I'll be, at least 3 games ahead of him after this week. I don't see how it's impossible. So that's what we got for the picks this weekend, gentlemen.
Well, we're gonna make some moves in the standings. This is gonna be a big week. This is gonna be a big week. Get on out there to Nebraska Furniture Mart too. I'm loving the LG TV you guys sold me.
Yeah.
A few months ago. That thing, boy, you knocked it out of the park. I called Timmy up and asked for a recommendation.
What I do, I took care of my guy. I said, let me find out what you need, set you up right. And it is. Those OLEDs are beautiful. They're great. We got plenty of LGs on hand, Sony, Samsung. It's TV season, boys and girls. Come on out. And like I said, if you got 3 TVs, why not have 4? Put one up wherever you want it. Always have 1 or 2 in the garage outside. Great terrace TVs for outside. It's great fall watching TV weather. But with Samsung days going on right now, great deal on financing, appliances, and that. And come out, check out flooring. It's a good time to look at it. If you're getting ready to remodel your home there for the fall season, we'll get you taken care of here. So any of your needs, we'd love to help you out, and I appreciate it, boys.
Let's go out and go undefeated this weekend. He is Timmy Mullen from Nebraska Furniture Mart, and Brent Blum. We'll be back next Wednesday or Thursday, whenever we get around to doing this, and we'll have your picks for you for week 5.